Hello and welcome to another episode of Farming Simulator 25. As you can see, guys, we have moved into November. Ooh, tell you what, that is lovely. That is a nice little touch there to see that. Right, as you can see, as I was saying, we have moved into November and we'll start off with our usual. Let's look in the store and see what there is. And there isn't really. I wouldn't mind that. That's not a bad thing to have. Nice little roller. Improve. Do we have the rolling contract mod? That's not bad for the money. Grassland roller and roller. I don't know if we can actually do rolling contracts. I know there is a mod out there for it, but I don't know if we have it. Right, as you can see, our money has gone down by about £5,000. Which unfortunately means we have to basically earn that money back. And I think I'm just going to refresh some of these mods. I would have loved to have done something at a little bit of value today, but I don't think that's going to be possible. We don't have the spraying equipment. We don't have stone picking. That might be a good machine to have, actually, because we can use that for lime. Lime there. So we've got baling at £10,500. Well, that's not going to give us the money we need in this episode. So that is very, very bad. So let's have a little clear of the contracts and have a refresh. Because sometimes that does give us some new jobs to do. Right, that has definitely given us some extra jobs, but nothing really. They're fantastic jobs to do. So we are looking at... Oh, no. There it is. Baling. I'm going to say the baling contract has disappeared. Oh, that's a different baling. Hang on a minute. That's a different baling contract. Harvesting Field 38. Field 38 a minute ago was a baling contract. It's now changed to a harvesting contract. Well, I would much prefer it to go back to being the £10,000 baling contract, because that's even less than what I had. Oh, this is not good. This is not good in the slightest. Right, we're going to have to double check this game. Right, we are proper procrastinating right now. And I'm not liking this. There is no decent sized contracts. We are maybe going to be looking at doing... I can't do that. I'm not doing spraying. I don't have the equipment. We could mow, but that's, we could mow 29. We could mow. That's only £10,000. That's not enough money. We're gonna spend £5,000 basically every single month. We need to be doing at least 12 grand so that we're making money. You know, we wanted to try and get that field today. The field has to be bought. We've been talking about this field for so long, and it's just not happening for us. We have some baby goats, though, by the way, guys. We do have some baby goats. Let's just have a little look at the cows. So their productivity is only 21%. See, why is productivity only 21%? We've had them quite a while now. Health is 80%, productivity is 100. Goat's milk. Right, we do have a goat's milk we can look at going for. So you never know. The jobs might refresh. So I think that's the best thing we can do. And I'm looking for goat's milk. It's not the best price, but no, it's not quite ready either. Right, I'm a little bit concerned here on what's going to be best to do in this episode. I was hoping to have a really good paying contract to do today, and that has not happened. I'm not happy. We should have taken 38 as the baling contract straight away. We should have taken that contract straight away, and we didn't. Even the mowing contracts are not really worth anything. 5 grand baling, it's not worth it. The only thing we can do is do this baling contract. That covers us, and then hopefully hopefully we have another job coming that we can maybe do. So we will time lapse some of the job, just because I think we're going to be a little bit limited to what we can do at the moment. And yeah, we're just going to have to do it. Right, so let's just drop that there. The baler is here. So this is going to be the first time we can use the Zeta on the baler. And to be honest, guys, this is once again going to just... It's going to be like the cultivating contract all over again. It's just going to be absolutely fantastic to do. Can we please get that right? So where are we going on the map? We're going to the very, very bottom corner. Bloody hell, that couldn't be much further away. But we are also going for some straw as well, so that's very handy. I think the best way to go, just stay along this road and go all the way down. That's going to be the easiest route to take. So yeah, that is really, really annoying that we had a really half decent contract and we've ended up having to settle for a smaller one. So I think in future we need to remember to just actually take the contracts when we see them. We don't have to do them. We can always just cancel them if that's the case. But we've kind of lost out today on at least $3,000, and we could have still done a second job with that first one. So all we're doing right now with this baling contract is covering next month's bills. As simple as that. I also have not, I do want to just point out, guys, I also have not got a slurry mod just yet. Long story short, guys, I've had such a hectic, busy weekend. I am going to probably do it after this. For me, obviously, today recording, it's Monday. I didn't even record Monday's video until yesterday, no. So, but either way, and even then I had to basically just knock a video out. It was just trying to prepare for winter, but I'm just going to give you all a little bit of a heads up. This is more for the members who do support the channel. You guys who get the videos early on Wednesday, so recording Thursday's video, I'm not sure what time I'm going to get to record it. I have an appointment between 9 and 12 p.m. 9 a.m. and 12 p.m. for lunchtime, and I don't know what time he's going to arrive. I've got the solar guy coming to look at, quoting me for panel installation and stuff, and what we can get and stuff. So yeah, and he's basically just coming between 9 and 12. He's out quoting jobs on Wednesday mornings, so he's like, he's just going to come as and when, which is fine with me. It's just I might not, if you do watch the videos like a little bit early, because it's just what you do. I just kind of giving you the heads up of why the video will still be there. I just don't know if he comes at 9 o'clock, I'm laughing. But if he doesn't come at 9 o'clock, you're going to be quite a delay, do you know what I mean? It will still be out, and we will still have a video on Thursday, just the recording of it is going to be a little bit skew with. So I'm praying he's going to come at 9 o'clock. I'm praying. But yeah, I'm not having solar on my roof. I'm actually having solar installed on an exterior wall. Now, if you're wondering why I'm not having it installed on a roof, guys, I literally have a brand new roof. It's about 4 or 5 months old. And to be quite honest, I don't want to touch the warranty until we at least get out of this year. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at having 2 sets. One's going on an exterior wall. It's, apart from one small window, the whole wall's just brick. And my electric bill is in the £200 a month. And 6 people basically living in the house. 6 computers in the house. Then the wife's work laptop, she works from home, things like that. And yeah, long story short, we just kind of want to try and get something in and reduce our amount. Now I know this is technically the wrong time to be installing solar for what you will make, but believe it or not, I'm speaking to the solar guy, if we have it installed over winter when they're the quietest, we're looking at a little bit of a discount. So yeah, we might not make the money straight away, but you know, if I can save 10% on installation because it's winter, that's 10%. You know what I mean? If it's 3 grand, it's 300 quid saved, for example. You know, I'm not saying that's the price, I'm just saying, you know. But I've got enough room outside for approximately 6 to 8 panels, depending on the size. As people may know, different panels and different wattages are different sizes, so depending on the size we go for. I think I'd rather have 6 big ones rather than 8 smaller ones. I don't know, I haven't really. This is why he's coming. We're going to get as many panels on the wall as we can, and then that in spring, summer and autumn, that's going to give me the equivalent of about 9 hours a day of sun before it hits the front of my house, and then I lose, but even then it's still bright. So yeah, just kind of gives you all an idea. Yeah, I need to kind of reduce the electric consumption. The worst thing is my PC is the biggest electric consumption. Recording a video with a 5090 and then editing it and then rendering it all out and stuff uses more than what my son's computer uses in about 4 hours of gameplay. It's crazy. But if I can just save 20%, as far as I'm concerned, on the electric bill, that's huge. When I'm thinking long term as well. And then obviously as the kids grow up and move out and stuff, it'll end up costing me nothing for electric. That's the idea anyway. Right guys, what I'm going to do, I've just kind of explained about the video for Thursday. Actually, I will be recording it at some random time on Wednesday. But yeah, I'm going to get this into a little bit of a time lapse because we've kind of procrastinated a little bit. I need to get a second job done in this episode as well, so this is the best time to get a time lapse done, and we'll see what we can get done in a couple of minutes. Right guys, I've kind of brought it out there because I've kind of decided that if there's no more jobs to do, we can go do some wood chips. I know, I literally we've been talking about never doing wood chips again. But to be honest, guys, this is the best time to do wood chips, and it's about £10,000 a trailer load. We also can sell some goat's milk very soon. As soon as that pallet fills up and it's the last one, we can take the goat's milk to sell. We just have to wait for it to be 100% first, and then we sell it no matter what the price is. Just the way we're doing it. And but yeah, wood chips. I know, I don't want to do the wood chips either, but you know, I'm just thinking £10,000 a trailer. If we can get 2 trailer loads, that gets us our field. Now also, as you can see, we did okay with this Zeta, but the Zeta still did drop a little bit in the speed on the baler work. So yeah, it's crazy how much power this John Deere takes, but it's amazing how much, when you think about it, overall that other baler did. The other tractor did, you know, the little baby John Deere. Nope, I'm trying to figure out. There we go, 1 bale. We have 1 bale. That's 1 bale more than we've ever had, so fantastic. We officially have a straw bale on the farm. That didn't cost us anything either. Now, I have noticed there are a couple of things come up in the shop. We have around... Why do you always give me... It's the same as this 7.2. Why? If I can't finance any of this, it sucks. I need to finance this stuff so I can bloody buy it. Alright, let me just put this over here. Yeah, this is, like I say, I don't want to be doing the wood chips. Oh, whoa, wrong pedal, wrong pedal. I tell you what, I do sometimes get this a little bit wrong. Like, with my old Logitech steering wheel, I always had like 3 pedals: clutch, brake, accelerator. And on this one I've only got the 2, but they are separated. Like the accelerator is in the normal place, but the brake on this is where, like, what I would have as the clutch on the old Logitech. So sometimes I do press the wrong pedal and I'm just like, yep, just not thinking. I'm not really that used to left footed braking, apart from when I'm actually, you know, real life kind of thing. It's kind of a little bit easier to do. But considering we're like on a game, it's just that little bit more difficult. It'll be alright when I get a sim rig, because I kind of won't be concentrating enough. I'll be concentrating too much, sorry, on the game. Where this one kind of, sometimes I just overthink it. Anyway, that's £5,000, guys. So that pays for that. I knew you were going to do that. I knew you were going to give me a cultivating contract for £10,000. Alright, nasty cough still. I do my best to mask the coughing. But yeah, as you guys know, I had a couple of kids off last week with flu and stuff, and it is slowly spreading around the house. And yeah, I don't know. I might have it. I might just be the remnants of when I had that little chesty infection the other week. So I'm not really sure, but yeah, it is lingering still. The amount I drink when I'm recording is unreal at the moment, just because of it. But yeah, we'll go and do some wood chips just because I don't really want to do the wood chips, but we haven't done wood chips for a little while, and we know it's going to be £10,000 a trailer. If we can get 2 trailer loads today, brilliant. Once this wooded area though, guys, is clear, there will be no more wood chips to do at all, ever. Do just want to point that out as well. So we are going down to forestry. Yeah, it will be that one then. So yeah, it would be nice to do it with the Unreal capacity. We'll go for bright orange because it kind of just makes it stand out a little bit, and we're going to lease this for a month or 2. Once all this area is done and dusted, then we will be very, very glad it's finished. I'm thinking while I'm here, actually, this is going to sound a little bit on the daft side, But I think I might be able to... I don't know why I brought the trailer with me, actually. I could have just left the trailer because we've got to pass the farm anyway. Can we... Oh, my brake pedal just started squeaking then. I don't know if that's been picked up, but yeah, that is very strange. My brake pedal has never squeaked before, and then again, I am trying to press the brake pedal extremely slowly. Yeah, there's no excuse for that trailer not connecting to that pickup on that trailer. No, nothing in the slightest. It should just work. So yeah, that's very, very annoying as well. So the little things we're trying to do today are just not working. Very, very strange that things are just not working. We lost out on a decent contract because we could have still done a wood chip trailer and then done the £8,000 baling contract. That would have then given us 18 grand for one trailer. I know we'll get more than 18 because we'll fill the devoury thing up at the same time, but it's... Yeah, just... Sometimes things just don't go right. I am very intrigued though on that round baler. That round baler does 180 centimetre round bales. That would open us up to hay contracts. Like the baling contracts we do at the moment, we have to be careful what contracts we do when it comes to baling, because we don't have a round baler. To be honest, I took that baling contract without even realising it was going to be a straw contract. It could have been a hay contract and it could have absolutely screwed us. Wasn't even paying attention to it. I'm very tempted to buy it because we're not going to get a 180 baler that cheap ever again. The problem is every time I'm like, let's get the field, it's... we're not getting the field. But the problem is I'm buying a 40 grand baler just for contracts. That's the problem. Now, we will make the money back. We always do. I don't know. Let's see how many wood chips we can get done. There is only still one pallet of goat's milk there, guys. So that is still not full yet. So we can't sell that just yet. There's our wooded area at the top of this road. Like I say, I'm not overly happy that I'm doing wood chips. I could have done a cultivating contract, but I do think once we get this wooded area clear, because we already own the land, and I don't want to sell the land. We had a plan originally. We're just a couple of years delayed on the plan because the wood chips took so long to sell and process, and yeah, we've been quite lucky in some aspects on the discount shop. That's the thing. But I am planning on maybe just clearing this up here and just putting sheep in it. I really am. Sheep. Apart from a little bit of water, which we can get from a little lake over the road, there isn't really any, you know, we'll just eat grass. Right, so we're gonna... Yeah, that pedal is proper squeaking now. Please make my life easier. Of course you're not gonna make my life easier. Nope. Can we at least get the small trees? Right, okay, so we can get small trees. Right, maybe it's just a case of the... whoa! Hang on a minute. I can't get over how much my pedal's now squeaking. It's literally never done it. Ever. strange. The capacity is just not showing correctly for some reason. Anyway, we can... Oh, we've got people walking up here. Too bad. Sorry guys, the sound effect of this machine is so loud, but I just can't. Between how loud that is, I've got to be zoomed in order to be able to see. That's kind of why I was just quiet for a minute or two, just while I was trying to... Right, there we go. There we go, there we go, there we go. So this should be more than £10,000. Or this should be about £10,000. But to be honest, it's not the end of the world, because if we can only do the small trees, we can only do the small trees. Especially today anyway. But that is at least one lot done. Whoa! Whoa! Wow, we just fully lost control there. We literally just lost control. Very weird. My brake pedal's really annoying me now. It squeaked once and it squeaked every time since. That's weird. I'll have a look after this, but yeah, if it does come up on the microphone, I do apologise. It is quite a loud squeak. I could hear it over the devouring machine, and to be honest, that was just deafening. So we've got 72,500 litres of wood chips in one go. I think this is probably like some of the most we've ever sold in it. You know, it's kind of like when we were first started trying to do it this way, but we didn't have like the full-size trailer, and I don't think we've sold many like this where it was full 70,000 litres. Oh, do you know what it is? I don't think it's actually the pedal. I think it's the... I built a wooden frame that stops the pedals from moving until I can get me sim frame. I think it's just like squeaking against the wood. I know, because it squeaked then. I know I accidentally moved the pedal rather than actually pressing it. But as you can see, that has given us a huge amount of income today, guys. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. This is amazing. This is £30,000 at the moment. £30,000 right now. We've just made £30,674 in a couple of minutes. This is why I want to get this wooded area completely done, dealt with, finished, just so we can move on from the wood chips. But that gives us enough money to buy our field. That was the plan. We're gonna do it. I do want to get another trailer load though, guys, because if we can get another load of wood chips, we can buy the baler. We have to get the baler at that price. It's too good a price to miss. Wow, actually that's fantastic and all. But 35% discount. It doesn't matter how many work hours are on a baler. It really doesn't matter the work hours on a baler. So yeah, we need to just pop up into here. We need to try and get another trailer load. Once we get a trailer load, we can talk about actually getting getting the baler and the field and stuff. This is what annoys me. It says it's doing it, but then it doesn't. Gonna get that stump. I said I'm gonna have to be quiet for a minute or two because I really need to try and zoom in, but if I zoom in it's just the game sound is deafening on this this implement. I'll tell you what, can we try again on this tree here, because this tree here would be a game changer to get rid of. I don't have access to that land. Right, okay. That's maybe why we couldn't get rid of that tree originally. I do want to just point out that that tree did just disappear. Something happened with that tree right then, and it's kind of, I don't know, that's very, very weird. Yeah, it's squeaking against the wood. It's not the actual pedal itself. It's just, unfortunately, kind of, I thought it was. I'm going to say it was very strange, it making them kind of noises. But yeah, it's not disappearing, the tree. It definitely did something, because I saw the texture on the tree change. as you can see, that has shifted a lot more of that. That gives us another full load as well. Yeah, I need to move this pedal. I need to get this frame off this wood. My pedals off this wood frame. It's proper annoying me now. There we go. We can lift all this. Lovely. Not really sure why sometimes it just doesn't pick it up. And there we go. That is going to give us basically right, there we go. We are going to get both items right now. I am looking forward to this. One field, one baler. So this should be another £30,000. Technically, in the next month, they should be worth even more on the wood chips. But you know, at the end of the day, we're gonna clear this land now to get it gone. There isn't much else to do in this time of the year anyway. We do struggle in the Novembers, Decembers, and Januaries and Februaries. So if we have to just get rid of the rest of these wood chips, I know it does mean going back to the wood chips, but this is literally buying us our field. This is literally buying us the baler. That we can't get much more because of this. It was worth it. It was worth it. Worth its weight in gold. Must be worth its weight in gold more if my pedals wasn't squeaking against my wood frame I built. But you know, that's just what it is. I'll just put a little like material pad between the two. Right, so while that's in there, guys, and we are going to get this, we're just going to purchase this now. We're going to do that. We're going to get a coon net there, 480. Does up to 180 round bales, which will be quite good for silage anyway. There we go. We have the baler. This should give us enough money. Well, we know it's going to give us enough money. We wanted about £120,000. And that's us hitting £120,000. So our very first field we are going to buy, guys. So if we look here, that's like 70 grand. There's 116. We're going to go for this one at 118,000. It is right opposite where our farm is. And there we go. We have just bought 29, sorry. And we have the sensor as well. So that is something else we need to be buying. We have enough money in the bank to cover the next month's worth of fees. What I will do is I will have a trailer load of wood chips ready and prepared for the beginning of the next episode. But we will also have some goat's milk to sell in the next episode. Now technically it should be ready in this episode. It'll probably be ready about 12 o'clock, but this is where I'm going to leave this episode, just because yeah, I can't time lapse doing wood chips. It just doesn't work well in a time lapse. So unfortunately it is a little bit on the tedious side. But at least if I have a trailer load of wood chips ready for the next episode, you guys will know what we're doing. But for now, guys, hopefully you've enjoyed this episode. We've made some huge purchases for the farm. And until the next one, guys, thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you all later on. Bye for now.